Hey guys, AntVenom here, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. And today's video is going to be kind of a cross between a pixel map update and a mod review. And the reason why I'm doing both of these in the same video is because they both kind of involve the same subject. They're both relating to the same thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to launch right into it here with the pixel map update. And in the process of me doing this, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go for a quick boat ride, because the update with the map is not actually an update. Well, it is an update, but it's not an addition, so I haven't really added anything into the map whatsoever. There's a few minor changes here and there, you know, but nothing new that is like worth noting as of, you know, something that I've built. But the change that has gone into the map is I have pruned the entire edge of the map. And what I mean by that is wherever there were super flat chunks generated, I have gotten rid of those and optimized this map for use with the better generation mod. And I recently reviewed that. If you guys want to check out that review, then the link is going to be in the description below. But let's go ahead here and let's wind the clocks back a year. So originally, this map was a part of the beta 1.7 days, the glory days of Minecraft in my opinion, and the world spawning hadn't changed between alpha 1.2 and beta 1.7. The overall world generation, as you see here, the way these hills have generated, would have generated the same between all of those versions. But when 1.8 came out, all of that changed. So I no longer wanted to generate any new chunks within my world. You know, the way biomes had changed up. I had to change my seed a whole bunch of times because between 1.7 and 1.8, the main area back there turned into an ice biome, well, a taiga biome where ice could form and snow would fall. And I wasn't satisfied with that, so I changed the seed when 1.8 came out. I had to do it again when 1.0 came out. So when the prospect of super flat maps were implemented into the game, I converted this map to being a super flat map. And what that meant is that any new chunks that I would generate as super flat. And the reason why I did this was specifically for what I ended up doing yesterday. And I made this a super flat map because I realized that if I ever accidentally wandered too far into the world and I generated a new chunk, I wanted to be able to tell in a program like MC-Edit where those new chunks were and delete them if necessary later on. So yeah, I had done quite a bit of exploring. There are a few videos that I made a while back, like I think one showing how far an ender pearl could get launched by my cannon. I had to go into the super flat area to properly test it, so I had a lot of super flat area already generated, and I needed to go ahead and get rid of it. And the reason why I did that, like I said before, is so that now, if you were to download the newest iteration of this map and you were to have the better world generation mod enabled, then the new terrain generation that would generate once you would go out like 1,500 to 2,000 blocks in any given direction, the world would generate as it would in 1.7. And why did I do this, you might ask? You know, what was the point of all this? It's because I am a nostalgia freak. I love this world feeling like the way it's supposed to, no matter what. I don't really like the idea of having new chunks generate, and I really like, you know, the whole nostalgia thing about having the old world generate. And with the better world generation mod specifically, it does something really well. It'll generate the old terrain. Ooh, look, a boat. And it's raining here. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna toggle downfall. Yeah. So the reason why I did that, I'm trying to remember where I was here. The rain distracted me a lot. But oh god, what was I saying? I'm trying to remember now. Like, as I'm sailing along here, I need to like stop here and try and remember what I was talking about. Okay, yeah, so essentially what I did is that, yeah, I made it so that this map can be used with the better generation mod. I've optimized it for that. And like I said, I did that because I am a complete nostalgia freak. I want to be able to generate new chunks with this for this map. That would make it look like 1.7. Okay, this is where I was at. Something that the better generation mod does really, really, really well is that it'll generate this beta terrain as it would in 1.7, but it'll include things like ravines, strongholds, mine shafts. So I'll get the new features of 1.3, you know, 1.8 and beyond, but I also get to keep the world spawning that I had in 1.7. And that to me is just the perfect formula for win. It's exactly how I wanted this map to be. So I am very happy that that's the way that this has turned out. So what this also leads into is the partial mod review that I want to do here. It's not so much a mod review as it is an updated mod review, because I've already reviewed the sound enabler mod at some point. I've also reviewed the retro sound packs as well. I think I reviewed those both in the same video. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you guys the updated version of that here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to type in /kill here. If I could spell today. /kill. So you can hear the, when you die, you hear the old Steve noise. And if I go around here and I open up doors. Yeah, it sounds like the old school stuff. And let me go ahead and let me go downstairs here. If I grab myself some, actually, let me go ahead and let me just grab myself a bow out of here, because I'm on creative mode. Yeah, that is exactly how a bow and arrow is supposed to sound. So not only was I looking to grab the nostalgia factor of old world generation, I also wanted to grab the nostalgia factor of having the old sounds. And the reason why I wanted to re-review, kind of retouch base on the sound enabler mod, is because it's gotten a change that has made it a little bit easier to use. So if you guys want to download the sound enabler mod, I'm also going to try and remember to add that into the description. Is it turning nighttime here? I think it is, possibly. But once you have the mod installed, if you go ahead and you hit F4 while you're in game here, it'll present you with the menu that will allow you to actually switch your sound packs while you are in game. So if I want to switch back to the old and crappy door sounds, yeah, I can go ahead and I can do that. And now it sounds like the doors need a serious side of WD-40 or lube of some sort. And if I go ahead and I hit F4 here and bring back the retro sounds, now it sounds like that sounds like a powerful door. It's just like every door open and close sound sounds like it's being done with power. Yeah, so maybe I've gone a little bit too far into the whole nostalgia thing, but I don't really think I have. I do love the way that the game feels at this point now. I'm running the Optifine mod as well with my texture pack, the Faithful Venom 32X texture pack. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of people asking me about that one, so I'll probably include a link at the end of the video for that one, because I did review it. It's a cross between the Faithful 32X texture pack and a couple of modifications that I've made, namely, where is it? The moon is like just coming up here, so it's going to be hard to see. I think the moon is going to be rising over there. Whoa, okay, I'm actually flying. All right, I was like, wait a minute, the ladder's not that long. But yeah, so the rounded sun and the rounded moon are things that Notch actually implemented in one pre-release of beta 1.9. I think it was beta 1.9 pre-release 5. He implemented that, and then he took them away because they got voted against, and people hadn't even seen his idea of a rounded sun and a rounded moon yet. I really like them. You know, I like how it's still pixelated. It still feels right. And it also includes the greener grass thing, so that the grass is always this green no matter what biome you're in, with I think the exception of swamp biomes. So you get a nice, like, you get a very vibrant feel to the game. You know, everything just feels alive, you know, and it's just, it feels like a much more welcoming game to play when everything just feels as alive as it does. Like, I don't really like the idea of using the regular texture pack. It might look okay if I go to the default one here. Yeah, see, it kind of looks okay because this is all a plains biome, but there are some situations where the land just feels dead. You know, I just don't feel like looking at it. And I mean, even with this texture pack, like with the not so greener grass and the not as HD textures, I don't know. it just doesn't, I don't know. I guess I just really have gotten used to the Faithful 32X texture pack. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch back to that here. Faithful 32X, there we go. Yeah, this is how Minecraft, this feels right to me. This just feels right. So anyways, guys, I think I've pretty much tackled everything that I want to tackle in this video. If you guys want to download the Better World Generation mod for yourselves, and then if you go ahead and you download this map, it will work for you. It'll generate all of the chunks as they would in 1.7. You don't need to worry about messing with anything. I've done all that for you. But that doesn't mean that this map actually requires the Better Generation mod. It doesn't require it. But if you run this map without the Better Generation mod, then it's going to actually remove that ability for it to spawn that kind of terrain, unless you do some sort of like messing around with the level.dat file and all of that stuff. You know, it becomes a pain in the neck. So if you want to keep the world generation, you know, as it was in 1.7, then only ever load up this map with that mod. But again, it's not required. I never want to make this map require a mod. So yeah, anyways, guys, I feel like I've done enough rambling for this video. If you guys want to do anything that I said in this video, be sure to check the description or the end of the video. I think I've said that enough times. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end off this video because I am very tired. It is 3:30 in the morning as of me recording this video. Yeah, I hope you all have enjoyed. My name is AntVenom, and I bid you all farewell. And there's a lot of lava down here that I kind of forgot about. And yeah, I bid you all farewell. Thanks so much for watching.
Ooh.